Hi, Shane Saracen here to talk about the next Daily Drumming Influences Revisited, originally posted in 2012. I'm getting ready to travel, so I'm shooting 3 videos in a row before I jump on a plane. I'm wearing the same clothes. I'm not going to change clothes for the video, so you may see a few in a row where it looks like I'm wearing the same thing. Anyway, the drumming influence for today is a drummer that a lot of you are not going to know. He's from the Murray, Kentucky area. It is Terry Thomas. Terry Thomas was a local kid. That my understanding was he was a trumpet player, but just had an interest in drums. And I think he hung around Chuck's Music Center like I did. My first teacher was Chuck Simons, who owned a music store in Murray. And I think Terry hung around there trying to get the wisdom of Chuck and whatnot. And Terry was always a great guy, super nice to me, and a friend. And I think he might be left-handed, but played a right-handed setup. I remember him coming in one time and doing, showing me he'd been working on the intro for Flirting with Disaster, and the way he was doing it, it was just blowing my mind because he was crossing his hands a certain way, which really blew my mind. But because he was playing weird sticking or starting with the left hand, possibly that's why it might have been, but anyway, he was rock solid and pretty inventive, coming up with things. I do think that he, although he probably did have some lessons and some tips, I think he's primarily self-taught and just would find something and learn it, right, wrong, or whatever, learn it and then go off from there. And I don't know the ins and outs to be perfectly accurate with his career, but I believe he moved to the Nashville area and was playing country. I played with an artist named Becky Hobbs at one point. And anyway, he ended up being in a band that called the Screaming Cheetah Wheelies, and a great band, and kind of a blues rock, southern grunge combination, and Terry was fabulous with theirs. They had a tune that actually got quite a bit of airplay and some video play called Shaking the Blues Away. And he toured extensively with that band. And I actually met him in Idaho one time when I think they were opening for ZZ Top. But anyway, Terry, great guy. I believe he even eventually got into the military and the priesthood, and but still has gotten back into drumming recently. But just a great guy, super respectful, and just one of those guys that you look back and you go, wow, I remember when this guy, when he couldn't play like this, I mean, he can wail. So the drummer for the day, very awe-inspiring to me, is Terry Thomas of Murray, Kentucky.